I hope this finds you warm, healthy, and loved. This will be the last video blog for 2014. And over the holidays, like many of you, we visited family. And in the course of that visit, some old photographs were brought out, and they were shared with family members that were present, and the ones that included my family were given to me. And in them, there were some pictures of me that I was very embarrassed about. And I regretted that I looked that way. You see, I used to weigh a lot more than I do right now. And although I'm unhappy with what I weigh, I was astonished at how large I looked in these pictures. And it mortified me. And it filled me with regret like you could not imagine, that I had allowed myself to get to that point. And I think regret is one of those self-imprisoning mechanisms that we do to ourselves that instead of motivating us to be better and to never be that person ever again, it instead has a reverse effect, and it just makes us sink deeper into a hole. I know people that when they are confronted with adversity and situations that are difficult, they run, they cower, and they will never meet that challenge head on. They refuse to meet it. They pretend it doesn't exist, either by sticking their head in the sand, just like an ostrich, and just waiting for time to pass. I know people that do that. They just wait, and they hope it gets better. But what happens when you look at yourself in the mirror? And it doesn't matter if you're looking at your body or your soul. If there's things that you want to change and you have regret about them, then now is the time to change them. And regret is something we have to let go of in order for us to move forward. I know people that carry immense amounts of guilt for things that cannot be changed. And although they wish that circumstances were different, regret is one of those things that will bury you alive. You will wallow in it, and it will suffocate you if you let it. So, although I cannot change the way that I looked, being reminded of the way that I looked and how heavy I was, it has instead had an opposite effect. I cannot change it, and my intention is to never go back there ever again. Maybe there's something that you regret. Maybe it's words that you've said, or more importantly, words that you never said. We all have moments in our lives when we are forced to do something, and some of us take the easy way out and never decide to meet something and to challenge it and to overcome it. And it instead becomes something that we just accept, and as long as we don't talk about it, it doesn't exist. But there's a lot of regret out there, and I hope that as you look forward to 2015, that you are not saddled with things that do you no good, that don't help you grow, that don't influence you in positive ways. Now is the best time for you to let go of those things that will always be there, but you can't focus on them. You have to let some of that stuff go. Regret is hard because in only looking back do you realize what you could have done, should have done, and maybe wanted to do. But that didn't happen. We all have things that we wish we would have changed. Every single one of us. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter what caused us to feel that way. But we can choose to let it go and move forward. So as you think about what your goals are, whether it's labeled a resolution, whether it's just something that you want to do for yourself, I hope that you live your life with no regrets, and that you continue to say what you want to say when you feel it, and that you do those things that give you life and feel you with passion. I hope that you always find something positive in every situation. We all have moments that we grow, learn, and love. And my wish for you this 2015 is that you take every single one of those moments and you just love the ride. Happy New Year.